good morning. Time for some more Black Powder, second edition. We're back in the peninsula. This would be, our last battle was the Battle of, was it Barossa? Which was down south by Cadiz. This battle would be more in line with a trailer to the Battle of Busaco, which was the one before that, which was probably a couple months ago. This is a follow-on after doctor. I'm sorry, I work at a hospital. I'm saying doctor. Marshal Massena was defeated, but was more of a not really a big victory, more of a tactical victory for the French at Busaco. And Wellington retreated back to Lisbon behind the lines of Torres Vedras, and Massena was able to advance on. I don't think he had any clue, from what I've read, what he was marching towards when he went to those lines. Just, if you haven't read about the Torres Vedras lines, you should. It was just a line of impenetrable fortresses. It was impenetrable until they developed air power and strategic artillery. But that's a little bit later on in the history. He basically sat outside of there and got diseased and ran out of food, and his guys were like, "This sucks." So after a while, they gave up and started retreating back towards Spain. Wellington saw that his force was in shambles, and then his boys were back there eating food and having a good old time and getting supplied by the sea. And back in Lisbon, they marched on out. And it was an attempt to try to destroy this army before they could get back into Spain. At this particular battle, the Battle of Redinha, or the Battle of Pombal is the other name of it, but I'm going to go with Redinha because it sounds a little bit nicer in my mind. Massena was retreating with the main army. He had left Ney in the rear guard to protect his force. And he stopped on this hill above the river Redinha, which kind of other side was where the main road that Massena wanted to use to retreat. And Wellington lined up his forces. His forces were so much bigger than Ney's. They were basically in deployment, were able to outflank Ney's troops. And Ney said, "Screw this," and he bailed. It wasn't the best retreat. He kind of left, I think it was Merrill. He left him hung out to dry. But he was able to extricate himself from Wellington's grasp. Minor casualties on either side. Would not be normally a good battle to role play, just because it was pretty indecisive battles. Like, I showed up, you look bigger than me, I'm going to run away now. We're going to try to put a little spin on it and actually turn it into a decent battle. And we'll see what happens. It could be a total disaster again, like it was in the real world. So go over forces real quick and we'll get into it. And this was March 12th, 1811, Western Portugal. In command of the French, you've got Marshal Ney. I just don't like that model. I think James did a great job painting him. He just looks like a midget, and I've said it before. I'm going to go to Perry Miniatures and buy another model of Ney and redo that, because he was a giant man from what I understand. So, but he's in charge of this force. I guess he'd look better if the other guys next to him weren't so tall. Ney basically has at the vanguard of his force, the last to withdraw from this heights was 2nd and 4th Brigades under Marchand and Merrill. 2nd Brigade had 4 line battalions, and 4th Brigade has the same as 4. And they also had some artillery, but they were able to move them to the other side of the river. It just basically is in preparation for their taking off. Contrary to history, Ney's bringing up 5th Brigade under Villatte. 4 more line battalions, and they are moving up to reinforce his position. Which, heck, you don't know. Could be a terrible idea. Across the river, on the next set of heights, Vlad is kind of dug in. We're going to treat this church as a built-up area. He's also got some artillery in one of his line battalions over in a field, kind of dug in behind a wall. And he has 2 free battalions. And he's just across the river. He's going to try to hold that bridge and slow down the British. And the purpose of the game is basically for the British to capture Redinha, which is going to be a built-up area here on the crossroads. And you can see that Palombini has taken his 4 Italian infantry battalions and an artillery section, and has kind of fortified the area. So we'll treat this as a built-up area, and that is just a field with some troops in it, with a stone wall around it. That's the main, kind of covered the features of the battlefield as well. The river is going to be bigger than it was. I think that was able to. Well, actually, they were looking for spots to ford it, so they couldn't find any in some of the history I've read. So we'll go with 2 bridges. You can't go across the water. There's no fording here, so I was looking for an excuse to paint my second bridge, so I got that done. And yeah, 3 years later, good job, Steve. And yeah, that is finished. We've got a couple hills all over the place. This is the main hill where the Ney sat up and they just took off running. And then you've got a couple built-up areas. One's the church, and one's the town of Redinha back there, or Redinha. After being under General Graham in the last battle, he was actually victorious. That was great. We're back to our boy, the Viscount of Wellington, the Duke of Wellington, and yeah, he's back to command everything. So he's got his reinforcements off the table, of course, and so did the French, but he's got 5 brigades on table right now, and he's still concentrating his forces while now he's already given the order to attack. In command of the 1st Brigade to General Brown. He's got his boys lined up. He's got 4 British line battalions. I don't think he has no Hanoverians with him, so he is right there in line behind the vanguard. And of course, there were Portuguese in this battle. 2nd Brigade is General Rowland Hill. He's back for more. He is phenomenal. He's got 4 line battalions, one of which is a Hanoverian, which will symbolize a Portuguese force. He's on the front of this left side here. 3rd Brigade is General Picton. He's got the 2 King's German Legion battalions, Royal Welsh Fusiliers, and a Hanoverian field battalion, which they'll be ready to get in action there, trailing behind Hill. 3rd Brigade is General Goff. He has an artillery section with him. Forgot to mention also General Hill has an artillery section. I'm all about the forgetfulness here. General Picton has technically 5 battalions, because he also has the battalion of 95th Rifles. A little bit of a extra boost to his brigade. And then General Whittingham bringing up the rear here with 5th Brigade. And he's ready to get some too. So the British got a long way to go in line. They will form column of companies, of course, or if they want to get stupid, march column to go across the bridges. Wellington will be going first, and it's all pre-planned when the other brigades can start showing up the reinforcements, but they have to make a successful command roll to move on to the table. So hopefully don't screw that up for the entire battle. No time like the present. 2nd Brigade, so the Brits will start moving forward. I'll try to at least. Rowland Hill, he's an 8. Oh, wow. So Hill surges forward with the 1st, the 29th, the 30th, and a Hanoverian field battalion, and his artillery section. And he is in the face of the French, like immediately. 21-inch move with 3 moves. Oh, yeah. All right, Picton's up next. He's just going to try to keep up with his brother here. Left him behind. Picton's an 8 as well. Wellington's gonna reach out and try to help out his buddy. Put down the drinking. Oh, it works. General Marchand is wishing the order to withdrawal had already come in, because he has got 2 brigades in his face, plus the artillery underneath the tree at the end of the line down there. Good luck, buddy. Oh, gosh. All right, General Goff is a 7 over there on the right. Wellington kept his best commanders in front of him. No re-rolls left. Let's see what they can do. Oh, they go forward 1. Oh, it's looking good up there. General Goff, not quite as aggressive as Hill and Picton, but he's moving forward with his artillery. All right, Whittingham's I think up next. Nope, Brown is up, and then Whittingham. Let's see if they can keep pace with the rest of the offensive. Trying to catch Ney on this side of the river. I don't think Ney's planning on retreating. He's going to fight to the last man. All right, General Brown. He's going to go forward 7 inches too. No pressure at all on Whittingham. Everyone else has been able to follow Wellington's battle plan to this point. Let's see what he can do. Whittingham! Oh yeah, okay. That's like the best British turn ever. Maybe you can't quite claim they're surging forward across the entire front, but they're definitely moving. That's awesome. All right. Time for shooting. Cannons will not be able to shoot. They all move, so they'll have to unlimber and then blast. That'll be next turn. If they want to unlimber where they are. But we're definitely going to get some shooting across this front up here. The 29th and the 30th are going to be unloading into 2 of these French attack columns. Definitely looking for disorders to slow any chance of the French doing their usual charge forward. So we do want, this is looking for disruption more than anything else.
Get ready, present, fire!
They're getting their first fire as well for that extra dice. First round will go into the 1st battalion of the actually no, it won't. Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of got my eyes crossed up there. 1st Battalion 9th will take this first volley. All right, 4 shots. There's the sword. That's what you want, baby. French, 2 saves of 3. Oh, that's terrible. So Marchand hears a collective groan from that attack column as they get hammered. They're totally, they're disordered. They've got 2 casualties. Those guys weren't ready for that at all. They were hoping to get the retreat order. Next up's the 30th, hammered into the 1st Battalion of the 96th. Oh, they do not get a disorder. They only get 1 hit. French saving on 3. French can't save it for their lives. And that'll be the end of British turn 1. Just those 2 line battalions were in range. This is just a little fun fact. If you don't get too demoralized if something you paint is too crappy. This battalion here, I'm kind of going back because I didn't use washes at first, and I'm maybe about 40% of the way done. I ended up grabbing the wrong color, and I ended up painting. I wasn't even really paying attention, but the wash was dirty. But these guys came out like crap, I didn't use them for like the last 3 battles. And I've gone back and redone them again and washed them with the correct wash. And now I love them. So don't get too disordered. Don't get too down when you destroy one of your units, because they can be brought back to life. So there you go. There's your positive tip for the day. Follow them. Let's see if Marchand can be as positive. He could pull off a typical French attack, because his one disordered brigade is our battalion is kind of in a good position. French are going to go a little backwards here and see what they can create in the rear to support they want to do up front, but we shall see. General Villatte is going to try to order his brigade up onto the ridge. Villatte's a 7. See what happens. Oh wow, he's got his act together. General Villatte has moved up beautifully. He could have gone farther, but he just would have ended up smashing into his own stuff. So he is right there to back up his boy. Marshal Ney is smiling at him. I believe this battalion, I might do a little shuffle here. Nothing too exciting. I mean, this brigade, excuse me. I'm debating about that one. But I am going to do an initiative, while I'm debating that one, initiative charge over here and slam into one of the British line battalions. Marchand has taken the freshly detailed and repainted 27th, 2nd Battalion of the 27th Regiment of Line and attacked into the British. Now, in the rules never said anywhere that disordered unit can't support, so they'll fall in as their rear support, and the other 2 units will move up with the initiative move, and then we'll get 3 supports to this attack. And I will get the British first fire rule, or thin red line ruled right for once. I love it. They're going for it. We'll come back to that one. These guys are going to do a little, since they're reliable and attack calm, they're going to do a little shuffle to protect Marchand's flank. So General Merrill just do a little sidestep and march his boys up there. And they've protected their flank nicely. And they've got the other brigade in support now. There's a wide open spot over here on their left, but they do have a artillery section across the river. And then of course they have Laval across the river too, up at the church, with more artillery. Both French artillery sections are in long range of the 45th, so they will get to rain down some cannonballs on these guys. Alright, 2 dice. Needing 6s on the 45th. Cannonballs go flying. There will be bounce through into the Hanoverians just from one of them, because the other one's out of range. Oh, they do get to the Hanoverians. Grazing fire it's called here. Bounce throughs, General d'Armée, excuse me. I'm gonna get that backwards all day long. Saving throw 4, 5, or 6. No, it's 5 or 6, right? Either way, doesn't matter. Hanoverian Field Battalion from Caledon makes the save, but they are disordered, which might slow down this right flank a little bit, which was the point of the shelling in the first place. The 29th will fire and countercharge.
Get ready. Present. Fire.
Get it. 29th looking for the disordered on this one. 3 shots. Oh, they get it. 29th's been clutch. They get 2 of them. The 3 doesn't hit because they don't get the 6-inch closing fire bonus on the British roll. 2 saves for the French. They save 1, but they're going to be shook. They're going to be shook and disordered. No, that's their first casualty. They're going to have, sorry, I forgot. I got the units confused. They're going to have 1 casualty and they're going to be disordered. British will be hitting on 3s, French will be hitting on 4s, 6 dice each. French will have a few more supports, 1 more support. Here we go. It's a power tower save for us. Alright, let's add it up. Alright, they both got 3 hits. Now that it flips, the British are saving on 4s, the French are saving on 3s. French save everything. British take 2 casualties. Alright, the French will win that combat. British have to make a break test now after that beating they shouldn't have taken. They're a little out of practice for partying down at Taurus Vedras. Alright, they got 9. They're going to be chillaxing. British hold their ground, which is outstanding. The fight will continue when we get back around to it. Oh, nice. And yes, it's an overall scrum now. And that'll be the end of turn 1. Very easy. I love it. Alright, see you in 2. For turn 2, British Hill and Picton are kind of locked in place here. Already engaged in the front. We're going to go over to these 3 brigades over here. Gough is going to try to move up and engage with Ney. Wellington's already moving over there for the anticipated reroll. Oh, there's the first one. Here comes number deuce. You can do 1 move. Since the Hanoverian battalion was disordered, they kind of moved forward in a heavy column. Trying to move on the flank of the French. Unfortunately, getting closer to the cannons. They also moved their artillery forward, and they'll start unlimbering, but they won't be able to shoot this turn. Next up's General Brown. Let's see what he can do. Oh, wow. Brown's brigade's actually passed up. It's the brigade in front of them. They have turned the corner, heading towards the French flank. They have now taken lead. And last to move will be these gentlemen in the rear. I think Whittingham, right? There's a look at the bus coming up the hill towards the French. Whittingham trying to keep pace. No, he's going to chill. He's like, ah, they're doing enough up there. So the 30th, the 3rd, the 59th, and the artillery section will all fire on the French. Here's a look down the British firing line.
Make ready. Present. Fire.
Plus the artillery there too. Alright, first up, 30th into the 96th. Hitting on 3s. Got 2 of them. French saving on 3s. Oh, rolling so good. Alright, they are now at 3 casualties. Next up, the 3 guns just outside of canister range into the face of 3rd Battalion 8th. They'll be hitting on 3, 4, 5s, and 6s. Oh, they got lucky there. Alright, Judgment Call and the grazing fire. Those guys are kind of firing uphill, and these guys are kind of reverse slope behind them, so we'll say the cannonballs whipped over their heads. 3rd will fire into 4th Battalion 8th. First fire, 4 dice, 4, 5s, and 6s. That is terrible. 59th unloading into that 4th Battalion 8th. They'll also be 4, 5s, and 6s. Alright, these dice need to go in the dumpster. French saving on 3s. Yeah, they need to go in the dumpster. That's it for British shooting. Now we'll go back to this hand-to-hand and continue it. Alright, French won last combat. They remain disordered because you stay disordered until you're out of hand-to-hand. So they're going to be 4, 5s, and 6s, and the French will be, and the British will be 4, 5s, and 6s. All right, comes the scrum. Ooh, wow! I think the French choked.
Wow, British making 1 save, French making 5.
French are going to have 1 excess casualty. They're going to be shook, they're going to be disordered, and they just got their butts kicked. So they got a -3 morale break test.
Well, that'll work. They'll stay fighting, but they're going to...
So following the supplement rules, they come out of attack column and form into line because they lost the hand-to-hand. They're shook, they're disordered, they have 3 casualties. Oh. But the fighting will continue. And the battle's getting ugly already. Didn't take long. Sweet. All right, French turn 2 coming at you. All right, General Merrill's going to initiative charge into the buffs with his units. All right, French going in. They don't even care. Let's have a charge. The buffs gonna give him hell. Villatte is going to try to thread the needle and attack the British artillery head on. Oh.
Ney's moving over by him to support him. I'll be reading these orders a couple times to make sure they're right. Oh, yeah, they're going to do it.
What a disaster. They've got in there. The attack has gone in across the entire front of the British line here. Ney putting up a hell of a fight. Way to go, you short little bugger. All right. They're going to take some canister to the face. See if they can make it through it. The rest of the French just kind of chill. They got nothing to do. All right, the buffs are going to let the French have it.
Fire!
Yeah, baby. Then they're going to countercharge. You know they are. Get them, baby. Get them.
Three shots from the bus, looking for 6s. No. 1 hit. French saving on a 3.
4th Battalion 8th takes a casualty. Now they go into the scrum.
But the British are staying hot. The buffs hit everything. French saving on 3s. French take 2 casualties. British saving on 4, 5s, and 6s. Oh, bong, bingo. After supports, the buffs are going to win by 1. French taking a straight up break test. I think they're going to run away.
4th Battalion 8th falls back in disarray. They're disordered. They have 3 casualties. That combat is over. I got all excited about the hand-to-hand. I got to fire these 2 French cannons. Both batteries open up. They're going to fire once again on the 45th. Is it right? Yeah. Sherwood Foresters.
One of the front battery is inside medium range, so they're going to roll 2 dice. Ooh, get 2 hits. Grazing fire will go through, needing 5 and 6 on the trailing battalion. Nope. 45th will need 6s to save from this artillery fire. Oh, they get 1.
45th has its 1 casualty. Now we'll get a canister to the face. Oh.
3 dice on anything but. There's a but. 2 hits. French will be saving on 5s and 6s. They'll take 2 more casualties, but not disordered.
Hand to hand. The artillery have no supports. So everybody else is tied up in other combats around them. This could be a big old murder.
Royal Artillery's got 1 dice. French infantry has 6. Good luck, buddies! Oh. French have to make 1 save. British have to make 4. French make theirs. Oh, the artillery does pretty damn good.
Artillery section just takes one casualty. They'll take a regular break test.
Good luck, guys. Insane heroism.
Mark the French with a I won the last combat, and the British gunners hold out. They're tough. So that fight will continue next round. No more closing fire though. Sorry about that. And we'll go on to this. This will be the third cycle of this hand-to-hand. What a mess. My freshly repainted French infantry battalion just doesn't want to give in. Brits are hitting on 3s. The French are hitting on, hang on. French are hitting on 5s. Oh. Is that right? Yeah. Brutal. Everybody's saving on 4, 5, and 6. French got pounded. What a... Wow. Buy those boys a pint. The French clutch saving throws. Don't take any casualties. The British failed the one time the French were able to stick a bayonet through. They take a casualty. They're up to 3 now. And the French will win. Wow. Even break test for the Brits. They love it. What a surprise. I can't believe the French tied that up. That brings turn 2 to an end. Going on to turn 3, we're fighting all across the line here. What a mess. First chance on turn 3 for the British to get their first reinforcements. Ponsonby and the cavalry have arrived. Well, are trying to arrive. Let's see if he can order them on. Nope, he's not coming on. There was no chance for a re-roll because they were already they weren't even on the map for Wellington to find them. All right, so we're going to go over to this far brigade over here. Gough is going to try to roll the flank or move forward, whatever. If he gets 3 moves, he's going to roll the flank. But see what he can do. Wellington is sneaking over to lend his influence to this roll. Oh yeah, he's in there. Wellington shoves him out of the way and gives the order himself. Oh, just a weak one mover. Gough's brigade transforms into, actually changes formation to column of companies. And they are preparing to storm the bridge. They ain't getting across in line, I'll tell you that. So that's what they do. I think, is it Willingham? I think his brigade's going to do the same thing. Since the cavalry hasn't arrived yet, they're going to switch. They're going to go for an infantry assault. Oh, Willingham's going for days. And I just leave a little space between each row to differentiate column of companies from attack column. I think it's how you do it in the book. It's not the clearest definition. Well, at least not for me. Someone else might be like, oh yeah. So that's the way I'm doing it, baby. All right, so British movement's done. We're going to have lots of hand-to-hand, and then that artillery section is going to do some counter-battery fire. British guns open up on the French guns across the river, trying to make a hole for the bridge assault. Here comes the forlorn hope. Good luck, gents. Hitting on 5s and 6s. Medium range. Oh, they will disorder them. That's good. Saving on 6s. Nope. French battery is disordered with 1 casualty as the cannonballs rip through them. And the 3rd did charge forward and attack this French line brigade too, so the French will get closing fire. Here they come. Oh yeah. Get them, guys. Kick some butt. Big old 1 dice sitting on 3, 4, 5s and 6s. Looking for a 6.
Yeah, oh, yes. Buffs trying to save on 4, 5, or 6. Well, they love it. They do have the mark of shame that they are disordered going into the hand-to-hand. So we got everybody's hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s. French are saving on 3s, British on 4. Oh, British choked. The Buffs, come on. The French were powered up, and the Buffs just, they got all freaked out when they, that volley hit them. They, -3 break test here coming at you for the Buffs. I'm scared. I'm due for one of my double ones. Almost. The Buffs incinerate! Run away! Run away! The other two battalions supporting them both have to take break tests even. Alright, first one. Oh, they incinerate. That's 2 British battalions totally blown to hell. And those guys hang in there. The 3rd and the 59th incinerate. Oh. The French are kind of stunned and don't follow up the attack. They're like, what? Sacre bleu. Alright, next up. Artillery trying to continue their amazingness and hold off against 4 French battalions. French hitting on 3s, British hitting on 4s. British just, they're awesome. They still got their hit in, they're awesome. Alright, French saving on 3s, British saving on 4s. They do take 2 more casualties. They're going to be shook. Now you got the old -3 break test. Oh, sayonara. Sorry about that, gentlemen. Out of here. The French defeat the artillery section and charge through into the next British line. Wow. British hitting on 4, 5, 6. French hitting on 3s. Ooh, a nice roll for the Brits. Both sides get 4 hits. French will be saving a little better. Both sides are going to take 1 casualty. The French are going to win with supports. So the British will take an even break test. They will fall back. The 28th is falling back, disordered with their 1 casualty. French cannot advance anymore. They're sitting right there. Last hand-to-hand. Everybody's sitting on 4s on this one. Basically 4 cycles of hand-to-hand on this. It's nuts. British rolled Yahtzee with 1s. Get 1 hit. French ended with 4 hits. Oh Lord, the British did a great job of evening it up. Clutch save by the Brits, but they will go. They become shook, and they'll lose the combat on supports. So they'll make a -1. Actually, a -2 break test. Go to 5. They're going to fall back. And instead of following up the charge, Marshal has kind of redressed his lines. He was in disarray. Still had hurt. Every single one of his battalions is hurt except for now his lead battalion. And that's where he's at. That's the end of turn 3. Everything's going up there. Ney's holding out longer than expected. Alright, turn 4. British trying to bring in Ponsonby again. He's an 8, so he'll come on, barely. Oh hell. Ponsonby brings on the British Cavalry Brigade. Horse Guards, Life Guards, 1st Royal Dragoons, 2nd Royal Dragoons, the Scots Guards, and the Queen's Own Hussars. Here they are. Ready to rock those French. It's also the opportunity to bring the 6th Brigade on. They do not. All right, the British are going to start off with some initiative moves. All right, first off, General Hill moved his forces, initiative moved and charged the flank of that French line battalion. And then in the gap they moved, General Pack moved his gentlemen up, and they've attacked like a wedge, triangle, diamond formation, whatever, against the French here, matching their supports. 95th Rifles trailing behind. These guys were still disordered. They didn't move, so they've lost their disorder now for next turn. All right, so that's what the first two brigades of the British have done. Excuse me. All right, General Gough is going to try to move his men towards the bridge, and hopefully not get sliced and diced. Wellington, banking on this bridge attack, has moved over to support these two gentlemen. They will get a +1 for column of companies. What a roll. Gough is a boss. Gough has exploded across the bridge in column of companies and is in the face of the French. He's actually passed up the artillery section. They might get traversing fire. I don't know. They didn't really go in front of them. They went right past them. So I guess not. That's, whatever. There'll be another unit coming up behind them in a second here. That's where we're at. Willingham got his troops in column of companies. He'll be able to move up, and he's got Wellington there for a backup. That's only one move. He's going to try. He's going to go for it. Come on, baby. Same thing. Willingham's moved up. Unfortunately, these French are kind of eyeballing him. Could definitely have used a bit more of a move. He doesn't have much protecting his flank. But we'll see how far these British units can hammer through the French attack columns. The 40th is going to unload into that lead French attack column.
Ready? Present. Fire.
First fire, close range. Oh, everything hits. All right, they got to make 4 saves of 3. Oh, crap. They already had 3 casualties, so they're going to be like a -2 morale save here. -3 morale save. Actually, a -4 morale save. 3 extra casualties and a shook. They're shaking. There we go. Oh, what a roll. They take it. It's artillery battery, counter battery against those gentlemen again, hitting 5s and 6s. Nada. These British units are going to fire from column of companies at the French in front of them, basically. 2 of them are going to combine on this one, and then these guys are going to fire against them in cover. They're all at close range, and they all have first fire, so instead of 1, they'll get 2. So this will be a 4, 5, 6 firing into cover, though. 2 hits. They'll be saving on anything but with the cover. They save both. Other 2 units will fire on that lead battalion right there. Nice. 3 hits. 2 disordered. 3 saves of 3. Ooh, 2 casualties and disordered. Start with this hand-to-hand. It's the 30th attacks the 94th, 1st Battalion in the flank. French hitting on 5s and 6. British are 3, 4, 5s and 6. Oh. British hit everything. French hit 1. The French will be saving better still. They took some casualties. French take 3 casualties. They're just taking an even break test for losing. Ooh, that goes down to a what? 30th follows up, and it's both units at once in the flank. So this is going to be a lot of dice, but hard to hit the French against the 30th. All right, Brits are 3, 4, 5, 6. French's are 5s or 6s. I'll add this all up. First off, British have to make 4 saves. They will take, oh no, 3 casualties. And then both French lines get hit with 2. They save both. And the rear battalion, oh, they save both. 30th's gonna have a -2 morale save. A break test, sorry. Oh, she loves it. Still engaged. So 30th is shook, but she's still hanging in there. Those units will turn to face next turn. Here's your big 4-on-4 hand-to-hand with the King's German Legion against 1st Battalion 27th. The French will get 3 closing fires with 3 dice. Whoa, that's terrible. They get 1 hit. Could have used a disordered there. British save it. All right, here we go. 6 on 6. Oh. Shoot each other, stab each other. It's a good time. King's German Legion gets 4 hits. The French get 3. Time to make some saving throws. French 4 saves of 3. Oh, 1 casualty. King's German Legion 3 saves of 4. Oh, they're both gonna take 1 casualty and fight on next turn. All right, French turn 4. See if they can bring in their. They do get reinforcements this turn if they can bring them in. Nope. All right, Laval's going to do some initiative moves. Laval is going to charge in the 24th. Would have loved to charge in the 2nd Battalion 45th, but they're disordered. So he's not going to get as much support. So he'll get some support from this structure and then the 24th, but he's not going to get the 3rd one at all. He also rotated his guns, and they're going to do canister fire into these unfortunate suckers. But we're going to get some fighting and some charging. Heck yeah. Beat the drums, baby. There go the French, going in hot. This artillery division did a slight rotation. They're going to fire at the Hanoverians on the bridge with canister. Sorry about your luck. Any more of a rotation, they would have unlimber. General Merrill is going to try to attack the British here. See what he can do. Ney's going to throw his dice in. Come on, Ney. Oh, insane heroism almost. So this got a whole lot messy. These guys charged down here and engaged here. And then those guys turned, now that they survived 1 turn of being flanked, and engaged them straight on. So what a giant mess. And Ney loves it. He thinks it's awesome. All right. Disaster. Okay. Figure it out. All right, we'll start over here at the lat.
Get ready. Present. Fire.
They're shooting at everywhere, man. Not that much. No machine guns. But even cannons are firing. And those cannons will fire too. What a disaster. All right, we'll start with the 2nd Artillery Battery against the 35th. Canister fire at close range. Yeah, it's going to be ugly. Plus, they're in a column. It's going to be an extra bonus for the artillery. Anything but. You know, always roll a butt every time. Oh, they got disorder. That's huge. These guys need a 6 to save. Nada. Well, we're on a rolled artillery. We'll fire into the 30 Hanoverians from that battery. Canister, same thing. Be 2s though. They'll get a little bit of protection from the bridge. Doesn't matter. They blast them. They could have hit them on the other side of the moon. Hanoverians trying to save on 6s. There's bodies flying into the ocean, into the river. Hanoverians have 3 casualties. They're disordered. We've got these guys now firing from inside their little fortified garden. Just one shot, needing 3, 4, 5, or 6. We're going to spin for a while. Oh, we're going to miss. And then we get 2 shots out of the built-up area. They'll both hit. We're just saving on 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6, actually. Take 1 casualty. That was the 69th in column of companies. They'll be up to 2 casualties. 40th to counter fire and charge the French. 3 shots, hitting on 4s. I only got 1. French doing their attack column save thing. I get it. Everybody's hitting on 6s. Oh, that'd be nice. Everybody's hitting on 3s. That'd be nice. Oh. British hit 5. French hit 4. Still saving throws. Looks like the British choked a little bit. Brits take 2 casualties and will lose by a bunch because of supports. Even morale break test. Oh, that's if their supports stick around or they implode too. Oh, they run away, but they stick around. Check that. They don't stick around. They were part of the same brigade. They lost 3 battalions. The brigade's broken. General Brown leaves the battlefield with his troops. All right. The French going at it with the Brits here. Everybody's hitting on 6s. Ooh, everybody's hitting everywhere. I love how I keep saying everybody's hitting on 6s. They're hitting on 4s, excuse me. French are saving on 3s, British saving on 4s. Ooh, the British did some good saving. British beat the hell out of the French. French already had 3 casualties. They got a -4 break test. The always easy to pass -4 break test. That's not going to help. There are 2 supporting units. One falls, they both fall back disordered. First Royal Scots follows up that charge and slams into the French on the side here in the flank attack. Oh no! That's gonna suck. British hitting on 3s, French hitting on 5s. All right. Save time. Ooh, so the French choked. French will take 2 casualties and lose by 1. Take an even break test. Oh, there it is. There are 2 supporting units. They both hold. Last but not least, we'll continue this fight. This one's break even, everybody hitting on 4s. British hit 4, French hit 3. It's been the theme for this turn. Oh, wow. Every fight this French brigade in is just a freaking slugfest. They both take 1 casualty and it's a draw again. Wow. I think we're going to turn 5. I'm pretty sure we are. All right. Brits, turn 5. Ponsonby needs to attack. They do. British cavalry screams in. They scream in, put those 3 battalions into square. ESPN is not happy about it. Oh. Sorry about your luck, Frenchies. Now they're going to get drilled by everybody else. And stand by. I forgot to do this hand to hand. Oh no. We're gonna fight. Everybody's hitting on threes. This battle's opposite day. French hit 5, British hit 4. Everybody's saving on threes though. French take 1 casualty. They will lose the hand-to-hand. They don't have as many supports as the British do. Even break test. Oh, they love it. British did win the hand-to-hand, so we mark them with a little orange dice of victory. All right, Redinha moving forward towards the bridge. Oh yeah. Whittingham's ready to cross the bridge. Second Hanoverians get their act together. It's a nightmare over here. First Royal Scots, they will charge this square. And that fight will continue over there. Alright, we'll continue this fighting up here, getting near the built up area. British will be hitting on threes, French will be hitting on fours. Let's see if it makes a difference. 3 each, and they're both saving on threes. British save all but 1, French save everything. British are going to win, even taking that casualty, because the French have really 1 support. Even break test for the French. They're going to fall back. British take advantage of that advance move, go up and slam the next French brigade, or battalion, excuse me. They also get the Hanoverians out of the way of the artillery. So, here we go. Another 3 on 2. Sorry, 4 on 2. British hitting on threes, French hitting on fours. Oh, chocolicious. They both hit on threes. They both save on threes too. Oh, the British choke so hard. Even with 3 supports, those 3 casualties, they're going to lose by 1. They're going to take a -3 break test. Oh, they're good. Now they're going to fall back. It's a 6. They'll fall back 12 inches to be disordered. Forgot the British do have a chance for 2 brigades to come in this turn. Oh, and they both will. So after that back and forth, the French are back there. That battalion held out. The 2 Brit battalions, 3 Brit battalions are right there, and then these guys fell back and formed in a line against the riverbank. And they are disordered and shook. I know Ney's a badass, but here comes 8 more British battalions, 4 of which are guard battalions. Robert Crawford's leading the 8th Brigade with the guards, and General Duncan is leading the 6th Brigade with the Highland Battalion, or the Highland Brigade. So Ney should be thinking about getting the hell out of Dodge even before he saw the 5 cavalry regiments coming at him. Oh, but he's still holding. He's a boss. He ordered his own execution. There we go. Ney's still up there. What a badass. Alright, this is what the British brought the cavalry up for. Put these guys in squares. First Royal Scots hit them with 6. And the French have 1 dice attacking back. Squares can't be supported, so they're screwed. Good luck, fighting. That's terrible rolling by the British. The British managed to land 2 hits. That terrible attack by the First Royal Scots. French 2 saves on 4. They take a casualty and they will lose the hand-to-hand. Even break test. Oh, that's not good. They're going to implode. First Royal Scots will go on and hit that square as well. Oh. Let's see if they can do better than the last melee. Oh gosh. They got 4 hits this time. The French didn't get any again. Saving on 4s. 1 more casualty. Square will be up to 2 casualties, and they'll take a break test. Even. Oh, they survive. Continue the hand-in-hand of destiny as the King's German Legion continues their brawl with 1st Battalion 27th. This was the same French brigade of 2nd Battalion 27th right here that held out for like 5 turns of combat. It's insane going back and forth. These guys deserve some kind of eagle at the end of this. They have not moved an inch. They fought 2 different British brigades. Everybody's hitting on 4s. British hit 5, French hit 4. Everybody's not saving the same. French are saving better. French, wow. The French win that one. The King's German Legion has become shook with 1 additional casualty, so they have a -2 break test. They will fall back. Marchand's boys are just too freaking good. They're holding out. King's German Legion gets beat back. They are disordered and shaken with 3 casualties. Shaken, not stirred. And who will be next to step up? Woo! That's the end of British turn 5. Let's see what the French can do. Ney's got some serious thinking to do. Ney is going to order Marchand and Villatte to both fall back. Alright, Marchand. He's not going to do a reroll. Ney's talking to him. Alright, he gets out of there. Marchand's unbreakable brigade has escorted Marshal Ney off the heights. They did amazing. Holy crap. Nice. Let's see if Villatte can do the same thing. Nice. General Villatte also got his 3 battalions, all with 3 casualties. These French units are pretty hurt. Leaving behind, I think it's General Merrill, right? Yeah, General Merrill's last 2 battalions that are stuck in square. He's probably going to get destroyed. French have a chance to bring in 2 units. First one will be a infantry unit. They are failing. Can't fooble when you're off the board. And the other one's going to be the cavalry. They are failing too. No, they make it. French 8th Brigade under the command of Solignac. Looking back over his shoulder because Napoleon just walked on with him. He's like, oh gosh, did I screw up? They got everybody. They got the Guard Cavalry, they got the Cuirassiers, the Carbineers, the Chevaliers, and Cheval, what is it? Oh gosh, I'm screwing up. Chasseurs à cheval. Too many chasseurs and chevals and chevaliers. That's the French Cavalry Brigade. Brigade number 8. Solignac. Unfortunately for the French, we have to continue this hand-to-hand with the square versus the first Royal Scots. I'm going to go out of order a little bit this turn. I'm just going right to left. That is the worst rolling I've ever seen for the British. The British have to make a save. They missed every single roll. And they'll take a casualty. Unfortunately for the square, they'll lose by 1. No supports, no bueno. They'll stay though. Just remembered I forgot to fire those British cannons, so before I fire those French cannons, I'm gonna fire those British cannons just so it's fair. Counter battery fire. Medium range, needing 5s and 6s. Hits of both. French have to save on 6s. They don't get either. You will be shook and forced to take a break test. You can't pass a break test with artillery, so they are destroyed. Absolutely clutch shooting by the British guns, taking out that unit before they could pound any more British units with close range gunfire. Unfortunately, these guys are going to unload into the 35th. Nothing but ones, baby. They get disordered and 2 hits. Save it on 6s. What will it be? A little suspense. Nope. 35th is going to be disordered and shook with that close range artillery blast. They got to take a -2 break test. Well, they're going to fall back. These British are going to need some support. They got 2 broken units that are pinned back against the creek, or river, excuse me. Hanoverians are barely got across the river. They're still scraping their guys off the side of each other. And these guys are about to get hit by 3 different French battalions. Will end up being 4 shots needing 3s between the 3 different battalions. Oh. 3 saves of 4 and they will be disordered. Oh, they missed everything. It's going to be a -3 break test for those guys too. They're going to fall back as well. All 4 battalions are disordered. 3 of the 4 are shook. They've all got 3 casualties. These guys are in trouble. In the normal black powder rules, this brigade would break, but I don't break until this over half of the battalion's gone, or brigade. So that attack has been repulsed. French did a great job holding the church and the pasture to the whatever direction that is. And that'll end the turn, and all we got left is 2 French squares out here in a sea of red. Might be time to surrender, but I don't think the Brits will take any prisoners. They're just going to run them into the ground. It's the next morning. Turn 6 is about to begin for the British. Just do an overview of the battlefield. Sometimes I get tunnel vision and don't I zoom in on a certain spot, and it might be hard for someone else that's not taking part in the battle to know what the hell's going on. And 2, it's the next morning, so I'm trying to remember what the hell is actually going on. All right, so we got just a sea of red and 2 itty bitty squares over here. The British will be trying to push. Whew. Okay. This was a great extraction rearguard action by Ney with Marshal and Vilat being able to extricate 7 of their units, even though they're kind of broken. But that was kind of cool. Palomini just been getting postcards from the front. He's chilling. And then the cavalry arriving. Okay, that's it. Let's get it going. British, turn 6 coming at you. All right, Ponsonby is going to try to charge Ney down, try to reach him, try to slow down the retreat. He's the only one that can get there in time if he rolls good. He is an 8. Wellington is right there in his hip pocket. Yeah, Wellington's going to need to do something. They'll get 2 moves. I don't know if they're going to get there. They're not going to reach him, but they're definitely going to encourage him to retreat faster. There comes a sea of red over the top of the ridgeline. Oh gosh. French are down there going, oh, we gotta go. It's a pretty freaking cool shot. Frenchies be like, oh my gosh. We gotta go. I don't know. See if they can get across that bridge fast enough. Wellington is taking up position on the heights, looking over the French retreat. Crawford's going to get the guard involved. They're going to move forward. Crawford's an excellent commander, so he gets an automatic reroll if he screws. Up. Well, they're in. That's going to be really good. Crawford leads the guard forward 36 inches. They're getting ready to crest the hill and start beginning their assault.
Duncan is going to order the Highland Brigade forward. Of course, they've got the Irish with them.
They'll move forward 1? No, 2, because they are in column of companies.
Here they come, baby. Who doesn't love bagpipes in the morning? Go get them, baby. Got a long way to go. So Picton's going to try to do a double whammy. He's going to first try to order the 95th forward to try to get some pop shots. And then if that order actually works, he's going to come back here and try to rally some casualties off the King's German Legion.
The 95th. Oh yeah, they're going for miles. Let's go right ahead and get into the rally. Yep, gets one off them.
Picton gets in the face of the King's German Legion, gets them fired up, and rallies off a casualty. They're down to 2 now. They're no longer shook. And if you look ahead, the 95th Rifles have exploded to the front lines. And they will be, I think they're going to be in rifle range to shoot at Ney's troops. 95th Rifles will be in range to fire at the lead French brigade, or battalion. Whittingham's going to advance his brigade and try to assault the church.
Go, go, Gadget Whittingham. Oh, he does it.
Whittingham's led his boys across the bridge, assaulting the built-up area. Wow. Get him, boys. Get him. Good luck. This brigade will continue their assault against the squares left behind. And last but not least, these guys will try to, Goff will try to start rallying off casualties off one at a time off his battalions. Willingham also moved forward his artillery. They won't be able to shoot this turn. They're on the bridge, they're on this side of the river. And they'll be able to pound the church next turn if Willingham gets repulsed.
Yeah. Goff tries his first rally. Oh, he does it. It should be insane heroism if it wasn't black powder.
35th is no longer shook. They're down to 2 casualties now. Also forgot the British Guards Brigade had an artillery section with them as well, so they are being moved up, foot artillery. Start off with the 95th Rifles firing into this French line of battalion.
Make ready. Present. Fire.
Bam. Normally 95th they have sharpshooter. They usually have 4 shots. They're getting first fire, so it'll be 5 shots. Hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s, re-rolling 1 miss.
So we can hear a groan from the French when they get pounded by Baker rifles. They got 1 disorder, so yeah, at least 2 saves of 3 on the French. Take a casualty, go up to 3.
Disordered with 3 casualties will definitely help stop the retreat, which isn't a good idea when 7,000 horses are coming at you. Get closing fire from the garrison against the British.
All right, 2 shots. Oh, the 6 is what they wanted. 2 hits. They don't say. Oh, they say 1. They're in column of companies.
All right, British attacking the built-up area with a standard French line battalion defending it. This is going to be fun. I believe the British will be hitting on 5s and 6s, and the French will be hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s.
Nice. French are saving on anything but. British are saving on 4, 5s, and 6. Okay.
British are going to go up to 2 casualties. They're going to lose the hand-to-hand by 1. And now they're going to do a break test. I think, is disordered make it -1?
-1 break test. Oh, they're going to stick in there. We'll see you next turn. But the 1st Royal Scots continuing their combat against the French square here. That's getting a little bit shaky. French have 2 attacks hitting on 4, 5, and 6, and the British won the last combat, so they'll be hitting on 3, 4, 5, 6 with 6 attacks. Let's hope they don't roll double 1s and 2s for everything again. Let's say they did better. Everybody's saving on 4, 5, 6. 50-50. Oh gosh. It must be a hot day, and the 1st Royal Scots are just running out of steam because they, plus the French are fighting for their lives, surrounded. They both go up to 3 casualties. With supports, the British will win, so we'll have an even break test for the square. Trying to keep it together. Oh, they stay. Wow. That's the end of British turn 6. Off the church, and then we'll come back and do French turn 6 when we get back. Wow. It's getting crazy. Alright, we'll start off with the French with under Napoleon. It says he only's got 1 brigade here under his command. Solignac. Try to move forward with the cavalry to make room for any other French infantry that might come in. I don't think he really wants to. He wants to kind of put a boundary on how far he goes. Maybe not past the next little mat here, just in case he hits a 3-hit move. Solignac. Oh, you know he's rerolling. Napoleon's only got 1 guy to give. Oh yeah, good thing I put a boundary on it. Maybe. French cavalry has kind of moved into the center here so they can react to either breakthrough. Weren't quite ready to commit to this yet. Alright, Laval's going to try to reposition his brigade to offer maximum support to the church here. The monastery at Redinha. They'll get 1 move. That's good. Laval has bolstered the defense of the monastery. These 2 battalions are right there. It's going to be a hard nut to crack. The British can attack from different sides, but to do so would invite disaster. With those French units there, and then that wave of cavalry over there. With that particular commander right behind him. Alright, Vilat's going to try to move his 3 battalions across the bridge. Oh, wow. Vilat has crossed the River Redinha and has taken up a position in front of the village. Alright. Ney's not giving a second or as a reroll yet, so all that's left is these guys. Marchand is going to try to order his gentlemen across the bridge. They got 2 moves. So 3 of the brigades will get 2 moves, and the lead, 3 of the battalions. Lead battalion will do a disorderly retreat and withdrawal 12. Or stay disordered. So they've retreated to the bridge there. Marchand is waiting on the bridge for his last battalion. The rest of the French are massing up on the far side of the River Redinha. Some quick artillery fire and square firing, attack column firing down at the Hanoverians. This will be medium range. This could hurt. Here's the French attack column firing. They will hit. Hanoverians saving on a 4, 5, or 6. They're taking another casualty. I'm not going to bother walking over there because here comes 2 cannonballs. One of them hits and disorders. The grazing fire hitting on 5 and 6 in the trailing battalion. They'll be fine. Hanoverians needing a 6. Oh, let's launch that dice into the atmosphere. They take another casualty. Hanoverians are going to be shook by that fire. They're going to take a -2 break test. They're going to fall back. They stream back across the bridge, and they are disordered and shook. All right, do phase 2 of that militia right there. I mean, not militia, melee. British are hitting on 6s, and the French are hitting on 4, 5, and 6. Oh, they won the last melee. Oh, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Both get 1 hit. British are saving on 3s, and the French are saving anything but. Oh, no casualties for anybody. The draw there, the British have 3 supports. The French get 3 from the structure plus 2 more. So the French will win. The British will take a break test. -1 because that unit's still disordered. They will fall back. The British battalion is fallen back in disorder. They're behind that those other 2 units that are struggling to get themselves back together again. And there we are again. The French are not following that up. They're staying in their they're staying in the walls of the monastery, gunning them down. All right, back to this stubborn square that just won't give in to the First World Scots. 6 attacks against 2, British hitting on 3s, French on 4s. All right, looks a little better for the British. Here we go again, everybody's saving on 4s. British are going to win, but the First World Scots are shaken at the end of that. And then we've got an excess 3 casualties plus shook over here, so a -4 break test for this square. Oh, battalion square will break. That'll be 3 of the 4 French battalions in that brigade broken. So General Merrill will either surrender or flee or jump in the river and swim away, but that's the end of that battalion of a brigade for the French. So that'll be the end of French resistance on the plateau. They held out pretty darn good, in my opinion. That was yeah, they were outnumbered from the start. But they fought tough, and they were able to. That last brigade was able to buy time for the other 2 to extract themselves across the river. So pretty amazing. Now we get to do a, well, the British already have a foothold over here. It's not going the best on this attack, but they got some big boys coming up. All right, that's the end of turn 6. We'll see you in turn 7. Before we get to turn 7, there's a chance the French might bring in another infantry brigade. Hey, they actually do. Oh yeah, it's the Foreign Legion. 2 battalions of the Vistula Legion and 1 Swiss Guard Grenadier battalion, led by General Mermet. Coming in. All right, Hill's going to try to rally some casualties off the First World Scots after their less than satisfactory performance against that square. That's it. Yep, good job. All right, Picton's going to form his brigade into a column of companies and advance. Here we go. And maybe not. Well, let's go for the reroll for the Wellington. Sure, what the heck. And double fail. All right, Crawford's going to advance the guard. That'll work. Not 2 moves. Here comes the guard. Advancing. I'm not sure if rushing with the cavalry is a good idea. I don't know when the best time to use them, but I'm going to hold off on moving the cavalry. Duncan's going to try to advance with the Highland Brigade. Oh, nice. They're going to go for miles. All right, let's get the ruler out. They have reached the bridge. Getting ready to cross over. All right, Goth's going to do initiative moves to kind of get his broken-ass brigade together. And probably, yeah, and then Whittingham is going to use initiative moves to continue the assault against the monastery. Gough is also going to try to rally a casualty off the 69th. Nope. Whittingham is assaulting from two different directions. I don't know, maybe it'll work. We'll see, more dice. Ponsonby's going to hold. I just want to go across the bridge with the cavalry. It's just going to cause a giant logjam disaster. Actually, I changed my mind. Ponsonby's going to try to go across the other bridge, but if he doesn't get enough, he's going to hold off. He's going to try to head-on attack that artillery. It's going to have to be a phenomenal roll. Nope. He doesn't go anywhere. British artillery is going to open up on the monastery and support the attack. Two shots, needing 5s and 6s. I think that was 2 shots, needing 6s, but oh well. That's our first salvo. Get 2 different sides of closing fire from the monastery defenders against the attacking British. First round. They both missed. Need a 4s. Oh, best shooting ever. Alright, it's hand-to-hand time. The scrum begins. I think the British are going to need 6s. No, they're charging this time. So 5s. And French will need 4s. Let's see. All right, French saving on anything but. British saving on 4, 5s, and 6s. Or actually 3, 4, 5s, and 6s. Ooh, 2 butts for the French. So the British are going for casualties, basically. They're going to try to win the war by attrition. They're going to lose both hand-to-hands. But the French have 2 casualties inside of the... what the hell is it called? The garrison. And that British unit took 1 casualty on that side. But they both have to take a break test. So you inflict casualties, but you run the risk of imploding your units. Looks like they're both going to stay. Outstanding. Mermet is going to try to lead his fresh troops into the battle. Oh yeah. There they go. Freaking awesome, man. At the edge of the hill. They'll be engaging shortly. Solignac's not going to wait. He's going to attack with his cavalry into that unit. This is going to turn into a giant mess. Oh gosh, he made it. Wow. That just looks like a nightmare. French cavalry, Solignac, Napoleon's even behind the cannons. He's guiding the cannons himself. They put that British battalion into square. Oh, what a mess. What? That is awesome. I don't even know what to do. You can't even move. Let's check out from this side too. As you see the Vistula Legion marching into battle with the Swiss. And then you just got Nightmare. British flag in the middle. I think it's the 4th King Zone. Surrounded by horse. Oh, wow. And there he is, the architect of destruction. Well, we'll see what that all does. I don't even know where to start. Okay. 1st Battalion 54th is just going to do an initiative move across the wall and charge the square. Yeah. Good luck, buddies. Napoleon's going to jump into that fire pit and guide the cannons in. Sight him in himself. Fire at the Hanoverians at medium range. Marchand's last battalion is going to do another disorderly retreat just to get across the bridge. Ney's on the other side of the bridge just daring an attack with his merry band of 7,000 men, probably. Something like that. 800 guys per battalion, and his 7 battalions. Not including the Italians behind them, so... yeah, about 6,000 guys. They are packed in against that bridge as well. Both bridges are basically going to turn into a nightmare wasteland that might be difficult to cross. I think shooting-wise, all we've got are these cannons firing down at the Hanoverians with Napoleon sighting them in. 2 shots, 4, 5s, and 6. Disorders them again. Saving on a 6. That's spun forever. No save. They're going to have to make a break test -2. Oh gosh, I'm trying to find the right dice. That's a... oh, they implode. Just too much firepower for the Hanoverians to sustain. They take off running. This should be basically the world's most complicated hand-to-hand ever. Let's try to figure this out. Alright, let's do the fight at the monastery first. The square is going to get 2 dice. The infantry is going to get 6 dice. And they're going to need 6s since they lost the last battle. Go 6s! Oh, and they got the French get 2, and they need 3, 4, 5s, and 6s, right? Yeah. Alright, the French get 1 hit, the British get 3. Now we're saving on like 1s for the French and 4, 5s, and 6s. The British. British save, French save. No casualties. Guess what? The British still lose. Break test for both brigades, or both battalions. Holy smokes, both of them implode. The 32nd and the 4th both shatter on the walls of the monastery. Oh! Brigades falling back in disarray. And the turn ends with the French holding pretty much firmly the bank of this bank of the Redinha, which I guess would be the northern bank, since they retreated northwards from the Torres Vedras farther into Portugal, and then they're going to cut across to the east to get to Battle Hall. All right, so that's looking ugly. We'll do turn 8. This will be the big, or turn 8. This will be a big one for the Brits. All right, Wellington's pointing. He's giving his orders. This is all going to come down to their 3 premier brigades, and that's what they're gonna use. It's going to be the Guard Brigade, the Cavalry Brigade, and the Highland and Irish Brigade. They're going to charge, and we'll start off with the cavalry. Life guards and the horse guards and all the rest of the guards. They're going to go in there and slaughterfest. It's all about Ponsonby, baby. Here we go. Oh, the attack is going in. And if you thought the French cavalry charge was awesome, oh, wow. Here come the British. They're going to take a, closing fire from a cannon. But what a giant freaking mess. Holy cow. All right. The gauntlet's been thrown down now. That's insane. I gotta get a picture of that. That battalion's forced into square at the top of the hill. Scottish are going to try to take advantage of that. They're going to try to charge in and attack that square. Oh, here they come, baby. Black Watch going in. This is absolutely insane. The final part will be the guard. How far can they go? Oh, here they come. I'll show you the guard in a minute. Picton orders his battalion forward, or brigade, excuse me. Here come the guard going across the bridge into Ney's face. Holy crap. See what Picton can do. They're not moving. And then Hill, see if he can move his brigade forward. They're not moving either. Well, the river's turned into a teenage wasteland. I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start with the guard. So the 3 French battalions will get closing fire on the first guard as they come across the bridge. And 1 hit. The guard's saving like anything but ones. Oh, they take a casualty. The lead French battalion is shook, so they're going to be saving on. So they're going to be hitting on 5s and 6s. The guard's going to be hitting on 3 pluses. Guard saving on anything but, French saving on 3 plus. Holy crap, great save by the French. That'll be a draw. So they're going to stop them right. They're going to stymie them there. This is the brigade that held out against everything. Holy cow, what a great job. Black Watch against the square. 3s for the Scottish. 4s for the French. Nice rolling by the French, though. The Scottish didn't even get a chance to use their tough fighter. They just crushed that. British saving on 3. Oh, sorry, Scottish saving on 3. French saving on 4. Oh, a lot of 1s and 2s. The square is broken and shaken. Or sorry, it's just shaken. They got to do a break test. -2. Oh, they're going to implode. All right, before we continue on, we'll do canister fire into the Royal Horse Guards. We're looking for 6s here. They get 1. Cavalry saving on 4s. Oh, nice. They take 1 casualty, but they are disordered. 8 dice against 1 dice. British reroll all their hits. They need 4s, and so everybody needs 4s. Oh boy. Rolling misses. It's 7 hits. 7 saves of 4. Not bad rolling, though, I'll tell you the truth. But they'll take 2 casualties. They only have a stamina of 1, so they'll take a break test and be destroyed. Alright, the British split the 2 attacks. The 1st Dragoons lead this one with the Horse Guards being disordered. The Queen's Dragoons are backing them up. They slam into the Lancers. And then the Life Guards and the Scots Guards, or the Scots? Greys, excuse me. Gosh, Scots Guards are over here. Run down the hill and slam into the flank of this French column by the bridge. Oh no! What a nightmare. Before that, I'm just going to fire these cannons over here. They need 6s, it's 2 dice. They're trying to slam into the convent. And then after that, the Highland, the Black Watch is going to attack the convent. British guns need 6s. Good try. The nightmare continues. I don't know if you can see with these trees. Here goes the British cavalry. I got to go up a little bit higher. Oh, it's like the Riders of Rohan coming down that hill. The 2 towers. And then you got the other attack going in there. And then now you've got the Black Watch attacking them. Black Watch hitting on 5s and 6s with Tough Fighter against 2 dice from the French garrison. Rerolling 1 miss. Nope. French on anything but. British on, Scottish on 3s. Oh. Black Watch is up to 2 casualties. The garrison's up to 3, so 1 more and they get shook. That'll be a little advantage to the defenders as they pound against this fortification. So the garrison will win, so a break test for the Black Watch. Black Watch loves it. They're going to stay there. Fight another round. First Royal Dragoons slamming into the Lancers. They're both hitting on 3s. We're going to kill each other off. Just 1 dice missed from the Royal Dragoons, so they get to re-roll it because of their insane ability. And everything hits. Alright, with the Lancers with their ability, they're going to save on 4s. And the Dragoons are going to save on, oh gosh, 5s and 6s. See, this has happened. They both take 4 casualties. They're both going to be shook. They both have the same amount of support, so they're going to fight again. What a nightmare. Insane charge into the flank. Here we go, baby. Cavalry hitting on 3s. Infantry hitting on 5s and 6s. Good luck. Cavalry and infantry to hit a damn thing. Cavalry rolls their 3 misses. 7 saves, needing 3s for the infantry. Oh. -4 break test for the French. Oh, they implode like there's never going to be another implosion. That ends the British turn 7. Now it's French turn. Was it 7 or 8? 8, my fault. That was a crazy turn. Now it's French turn 8. And the first thing they're going to do is try to bring in their last reserve. Oh, here they come. It's looking pretty bleak for the French as the British start pushing across the bridge. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh no. Yep. The Imperial Guard. 5 battalions of them. To the rescue, baby. These guys are usually an unstoppable juggernaut, especially with the old guard chasseurs and the old guard grenadiers up front. They're on the field and they are marching towards their date with destiny, probably with the British Guard up in that nightmare. Ah, I couldn't get my focus story. That would have been cool if it would have worked. All right. Wow. Okay. All right. Solinek's going to do some moving around here with the initiative moves. Elite on elite, the Grenadiers à Cheval attacking the Lifeguards. Lifeguards turned and countercharged. Scots Greys are supporting them. Grenadiers à Cheval are backed up by a cuirassier squadron. And you got the Carbineers and the Chasseurs à Cheval backing up the Lancers. Whoa. Alright. What a mess. Mermet's going to order his 3 battalions forward. Try to attack the Highland Battalion. Oh, yes. Here comes the Vistula Legion. They're coming in like a freaking boss. Vistula Legion goes in against the Cameron Highlanders. Going in with them because I got a tough fighter. They're brutal. Polish are tough as nails. Falat will advance his, use an initiative move to advance these guys up to support this disaster. First hand-to-hand is this damaged French battalion fighting against the Guard. Guard is hitting on... What are they hitting on? On 4s, the French are hitting on 5s with their shaking. Oh. The Guard's able to score 5 hits while the French only get 1. French saving on 5s. British are saving on, yeah, anything but, I think. Maybe 1s and 2s. Yeah, 2s. Ooh. Actually, the British were saving on anything but. Everyone makes all their saving throws. That's another draw again. Holy crap. No casualties at all. French are holding out against all odds again. Alright, I gotta break out the dice for this one. This is gonna be insane. Everybody's hitting on 3s. British are re-rolling all their misses. A lot of 1s for the French. British re-rolling their misses. Hit everything. Everybody's saving on 4s. Lifeguards choke big time. They take 4 casualties. The Garde des Cheval Imperial take 2 casualties. They're going to win the combat. We can do a break test. -2 for the Lifeguards. They stay there. No, a 7 might be, they might fall back actually.
Lifeguards fall back. 3 casualties. They're shook. Garde de Cheval Imperial charge on. No reaction from the Scots Greys. They get hit by the Imperial Guard cavalry with a support. They've got nothing. They're all by myself. Here we go, baby. And Guard do have 2 casualties.
All right, here we go. French are on 3s, British are on 4.
Ugly. Scots Greys score 2 hits. The Imperial Guard score 5. Everybody's saving on 4s.
Ooh, nice saves by the Scots.
Imperial Guard's up to 3 casualties. Scots Greys are up to 1. They both took 1 casualty. The Imperial Guard is going to win just because of these guys are D+1. These guys have at least +1. Plus they have a support. Do a break test for the Scots Greys.
They'll fall back too.
This was a draw as well. Now we've got the... No, yeah, it was. The Lancers fighting the Royal Dragoons, 1st Royal Dragoons. Everyone's got 2 supports.
Everybody's hitting on 4, 5, 6s.
Both sides hit with 5. So saving on 4s. No bonuses this time. We're not charging anymore with the lances. It's going to be a draw, but both units were already shook going into that, so they both have to take a break test.
I think they're both going to fall back.
A little bit of an open space as the 2 cavalry forces kind of eyeball each other. Now we've got the massive scrum here of the Polish going against the unsupported Cameron Highlanders.
Highlanders will fire their 1 shot. Oh, they could have used disordered there. District Legion saving. They do. Both sides have tough fight. Both sides reroll a miss. Oh. Scottish have to make 5 saves. District Legion making 4. Everyone's saving on 3s.
Polish take 1 casualty. Scottish take 2. Scottish are going to lose the combat. Take an even break test.
They will fall back.
Highlanders are forced back onto the bridge, disordered. 2 casualties. Now we've got to fight a Black Watch against the 1 less support against this nightmare. I guess supports doesn't really matter because they're going to lose anyways because of how many points the defense has. Until they can get around the side and destroy those supporting units back there. Alright, Black Watch needs 5s and 6s. 6 dice. These guys need 4 5s and 6s inside.
We need a home run from the Highlanders. That does not look like a home run at all. Especially when the French roll double 6s. They recover with their tough fighter. Alright, now saves are going to be fun. Yeah, it's anything but for the defenders and 3, 4, 5s, and 6s. Big save for the Scottish. They save it and they get a casualty. Nice. They're going to lose the fight because of supports. Break test for the Scottish. Oh, they love it. They're staying against the walls.
That brings turn 8 to an end. Holy crap, what a turn. That a freaking melee up here. British cavalry did not do as good as I thought it would. They just didn't make good saves. And the French did. The Scottish are starting to break down the doors. They get some good cannon shots, get in some supports here, and then relaunch a good cavalry attack. Could mean the difference here. And then they got to get these other battalions. There's no room really. They need to get these other battalions, especially the 95th, up in here doing some casualties. And they got to do all that before these guys decide to kill everyone.
the Guard. With Michel, excellent commander. The Italians haven't even got into it yet. They've been like chilling, eating all the pasta in this town. They're having a good time. I wish I was there. God. Cannonballs haven't even come in there and hit them yet. English turn 9 starts with Hill and Picton needing to get their brigades back in the fight. We'll start off with Picton. Come on, baby! Nope. About Hill. Possumy's going to try to use his order to get Raleigh a casualty off the lifeguards. Oh, they do. Good. They are no longer shook and they're down to 2 casualty. That's a good thing. Now we've got 3 basically operational cavalry squadrons and 1 kind of or 2. Gough is going to try to send his guys forward to assist in the assault on the monastery. Oh, yeah. So once Gough got his order off, he sent the Polish in against the monastery, and Whittingham did an initiative move and sent in the 69th in against the monastery at the same time, kind of on the right side. And then we got supports all over the place. And that was allowed the Highland units to get off attacking the monastery, and the Gordon Highlanders slid over with an initiative move and attacked the Vistula Legion, and the Irish and the Black Watch are supporting them. So it's a bit of a mess, but nice. And we also have artillery firing over the top. And we'll continue that assault over there, and then the artillery of the Guard will fire into these gentlemen here. Try to blow Ney's head off. All right, artillery blasting off. They can't hit Ney, but they'll hit that battalion behind them. Pounding away. Medium range hitting on 3, 4, 5s, and 6. Ooh. Saving on 5s and 6s. They make the save. Oh my God, the French are outstanding. That's that same brigade, like the Iron Brigade for the French. Other British guns firing on the monastery on the hitting 6s. Oh, they get a hit. Nice. That battalion, it's been 2nd Battalion 54th has been fighting so great, is shook and disordered now. Saving on a 5 or a 6. Oh, get the casualty. Now they got to do a break test. -2. Are you kidding me? These guys are invincible. They love it. The 2 Vistula Legion battalions on the Swiss, fire at the Gordon Highlanders as they come in. 3 shots hitting on 3s. Oh, it's disordered too. Nice. 2 saves of 4. Oh. Good thing they didn't have drones back then. It's a nightmare. 2 casualties on the Gordon Highlanders. Everybody's hitting on 4s. Everyone's got tough fighter. 2 tough fighters. Tough fighter. Both of them screwed it up. So there were 2 hits for each. Everybody's saving on 3s. Oh, Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. What a mess. Got to make a -2 break test to stay in it. The Gordon Highlanders. Oh, what's that? 7. They stay there. Outstanding. Mark the Vistula Legion with the I won the combat dice. Go ahead and do these 2 hand-to-hands. Both British units are charging in, so they're hitting on 4s. French hitting on 4s as well. French are now saving on 1s and 2s, don't they? Oh wow, 2 casualties. British saving on 3s. The garrison has lost that combat. Oh, break test. Oh, I'm pretty sure they incinerate. Their 2 supporting units now have to take a break test. If one of them goes, the battalion breaks, or the brigade breaks. So, in for a penny, in for a pound, baby. One of them breaks. The whole thing's gone. Holy cow! The monastery, after I don't know how many attacks, has fallen. Which regiment's that? The Sherwood Foresters have moved in and occupied it, and Gough has made it his command center. Whittingham's advanced his other, what's left of his brigade, and some of Gough's battalion, and they hit the left flank of the Vistula Legion, which will re-trigger this entire combat. And I guess the best way I could figure out what's going to happen. So, oh, huzzah! What a freaking brawl. So now we'll get the Scottish, Vistula Legion, Swiss, and all these guys. It's the Hanoverians too, they played a big part. Slugging it out. Even the King's Zone's in there as well. There it is. What a mess. This is going to be a giant mess. The Vistula Legion is going to be hitting the Scottish at 3+, but they're going to be hitting the other guys at 4+. And then the Scots are going to be hit at 4. They'll be the green dice. And then the red will be the British unit that will hit with 3s. If you got all that, you're a better man than I. Or woman, excuse me. Vistula Legion actually did pretty damn good. They're the 2 tough fighters. Vistula Legion comes out strong. The Scots don't. The Vistula Legion is able to get 5 hits, and then the combined Allied forces were 6 hits. Everybody's saving on 3s! Let's see who's dead. So the Vistula Legion takes 4 casualties, so they'll have 2 excess, and they are shook. The 45th takes 2 casualties. They are now shook too, with 1 excess casualty. And the Gordon Highlanders have 1 excess casualty, and they remain shaken. So just to be fair, the Gordon Highlanders and the Polish will take break tests. The Gordon Highlanders are going to implode. Oh, Vistula Legion is going to hang in there. What about the Black Watch and the Irish? Speaking of skilling. Oh, the Irish are going to fall back. 27th has fallen back in disorder behind the 79th. Well, at least the Black Watch by themselves. Oh! In the final hand-to-hand, Guard goes against these guys again. Guard's hitting on 4s, and the French are hitting on 5s with that shaking. Guard saving on sorry, oh god, 1s and 2s, right? Or is it just 1s? And the French are saving on 4+ because they're shaking. Oh, that's not bad. French will take a -3 break test as the Guard takes 1 casualty and the French take 2. They took 2, sorry, so that'll be actually -3. It's 6. They'll fall back. Crawford leads his men to the breach. This time the Coldstream Guard goes in against that broken French battalion. Oh, it's going to be horrible. Coldstream Guard hitting on 3s. French hitting on 5s. Boys are being shaken. 1 save for the British, anything but, and 5 saves of 4 for the French. French get pounded, have to make a -4 more break test. Oh, see you later, guys. Oh, the guards have forced their way across the bridge. They are like a boss. Pushing back 1 French battalion and destroying another. That brigade's down to 2 battalions now. They lost 1 to the cavalry charge earlier. Alright, French turn 9. Oh, I gotta think about this. Napoleon's getting out his protractor. He's gonna order Solignac to do like a ping pong attack and see how many units he can put into square. And then how much left he's got left over. Maybe doing a cavalry strike if he's got enough. He's going after the guard first. Solignac! That should be enough. We're going to see some stupid stuff here now. So the French cavalry wheeled to the right, put the entire British Guard brigade into square, and then had enough move over to ping pong into the lifeguards, who can't react because it's a ping pong attack. So they hit them, and there's no counter charge. And they've got everything with them. They got 1 support to the right from the Scots Greys. Of course, it's the Chevalier. It's the the Garde des Cheval Imperial leading the charge, the Immortals. What a nightmare. Where are the Lancers? They're trailing up. They're only a really injured unit for the French cavalry. Oh. And General Michel is going to point his sword that way, and the Imperial Guard is going to try to attack the 35th in the flank. Yep. With Napoleon watching, Michel orders the Imperial Guard charge up the ridge into the 35th. Oh, wow. They're going to hit them hard. And I think for the final move, there's going to be some of the broken units are going to do initiative moves kind of out of the way, and then the Italians are going to attack the square. And 2 attacks going in against 2 separate squares for the Guard. Italians on 1. And what's left of Marchand's brigade going in on the 2nd. Alright, we'll start on the Guards, the Immortals, attacking the Life Guards. Oof. French hit on 6, British hit on 4, with the British being caught flat-footed. Did not help the British cavalry out at all. Alright, everybody's saving on 4s though. Still plenty of chance to screw this up. Immortals take 2 casualties. The Lifeguards take 3 and are shook. They're going to lose the combat just because of, well, they have more casualties and they have less support. I think they're screwed. They're pinned up against the river. There's nowhere to go. Oh, that's not going to help. They're going to implode. They were being supported by the Scots Greys. Oh, they're going to blow up too. Oh! The Immortals are going to steamroll on and slam into the side of the Royal Horse Guards. French will be hitting on 3s and the British will be hitting on 5s and 6s. Oh. Time for some heroic saves. I don't think they got it. The Garde des Cheval are going to have 3 casualties. They're going to have -2, well, sorry, actually 2 on top of what they can take, so plus they're shook. So -3 break tests for the so goodies. The Royal Horse Guards being supported by the Queen's Own Hussars. Oh, Well, it doesn't matter. It's over the amount of casualties the brigade, or that's 3 of the 5. So the brigade shatters. All the British cavalry will leave the battlefield. Oh, that's crap. Do a similar attack like we did when the British hit the Polish from both sides. Now we've got the Polish who already engaged with those British have turned to face them. And now you've got the Imperial Guard slamming into the side of them. So we're going to get like a double threat on this one. Both French units both have tough fighter. And they're hitting a lot better than the other guys. Somehow a pink dice ended up in there. Start with that one. Imperial Guard kind of choked, but Bishop Legion hit a home run. Everybody's saving on 3s except for the Guard, or saving on, oh crap, they're saving on 1s or anything buts. Fortunately, the 35th was already shook and had 3 casualties. They take 3 more, and they're ultra shook. Yeah, -4 break test. Oh, they're going to implode. Other 3 units up there, 2 of which are already shook. So the 35th will explode. The 4th King's Own will explode. And then the other unit one will stay, the other one will retreat. Probably to the side of the monastery. Oh, I don't know. I've been going at this for 3 days. I know the old guard's just going to mop up over here. The Italians and the guards are, these guys are stuck in square. They're going to get ground to dog meat off the retreat. So, yeah, after, started on Saturday, so Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday, the 3rd day of battle. We're gonna call it. Great fight. I know it's a lot more exciting than the real battle. The real battle was nothing. We'll say the British have to fall back. Their attempt to cut off Massena's retreat. It's been foiled by basically Ney. Ney did a phenomenal job as usual, holding off. And then Napoleon came in with out of nowhere. Thought he was in Russia. No. He was taking a vacation, heading for the Minorca, heading for the Balearics. Thought he'd stop by and fight Wellington real quick. And yeah, so great fight. That was good. I think I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna keep painting for sharp practice. I might sneak a BattleTech game in here because I don't think I'm gonna get anything done, and I'll of course have to sneak in another infamy game. And I've got some models coming from Charlie Foxtrot. They freaking so I've got some Civil War stuff coming and some Peninsular War buildings coming. When I get those kind of put together, I definitely want to take a run at. David Brown did a video, or not a video, a scenario book for General Desarmées with like 5 or 6 battles on Vittoria. So I want to do that. I think I need to get a scenario book for. He's got one too around the Germany campaign, I think. So that'd be something fun to do too, even though I don't have Russian troops. But you know, doing the scenarios and having link stuff and having it all put together is exciting for me. I enjoy that. And if it's already organized, you know, and from a great author like David Brown, yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to do it. I've been waiting to do it, so I'm just waiting for the right models to do it good. I don't really have the right period for what I play usually, so you're not going to see too many thatched cottages in the peninsula. But awesome game. I worked out well. I had a blast. And some of those epic cavalry battles, that scrum we had up against the monastery and in that field right there and then across the bridge, it was amazing. It just looked cinematic as hell. It was great. Some great dice rolling, and it was just fun. And thanks for watching. You guys are awesome, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.